It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning to you. After a long holiday weekend, it is a Tuesday that feels like a Monday, which I guess is better than a Monday that feels like a Tuesday, because that's just going to be a long week. It's a short week for us, and here we are, Sarah, in September.
Yeah, September 3rd. I know it's crazy that happened so fast, but yes, fall officially starts on the 22nd. So we're headed that direction.
Yeah.
All right, we'll look at some news. A police officer from Osage Beach was killed over the weekend while on the job. 33-year-old officer Felicia Carson was assisting in a police chase and crashed early Saturday morning. She had a husband and 6 children. The man police were after, Christopher Waymeyer, is jailed for fleeing a stop resulting in death. Officer Carson's service, we now know, is set for Thursday, this week on Thursday. We also know that there is a growing memorial for her outside of the Osage Beach Police Department. Man. Meanwhile, a driver who hit and killed a bicyclist back in April in Springfield is being sued by the husband of the cyclist. Mark Grantham has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the driver who hit 34-year-old Renee Grantham after she failed on her bicycle to yield to traffic on Division Street. Renee was a beloved professor at Evangel University. The lawsuit claims that negligence and proximity caused or contributed to her death. The driver of the SUV has not been charged in the crash.
And a Springfield man is in trouble with the feds for threatening on social media to kill former President Trump, other Republicans, as well as police officers. Justin White was arrested for content he posted, including pictures of guns and ammo and threats of violence and even death. Federal investigators say Springfield police are familiar with White because of similar videos that he's posted in the past. White told investigators, for his part, that he started hating police officers after watching videos on YouTube and TikTok of cops being, in his mind, overly aggressive and some questionable traffic stops. So there you go.
All right. Just like that, the possibility of James River Freeway to the north seems to be off the table. Greene County commissioners say they no longer want to study creating a loop around the north side of town. Commissioners asked that the study be removed from the highway department's list of high priority items that are not funded. And the people who live in North Springfield rejoice. We know many of them, it seemed the majority, based on the numbers that showed up to a meeting about this topic, did not want that loop to happen for fear of basically city leaders being able to take over their property, I guess, in what would maybe become eminent domain. So anyway, they're definitely not going to be studying it, which means it's probably not going to happen.
Not anytime soon. Yeah. So
at least not anytime soon.
You might remember that deadly plane crash a few weeks ago that killed several members of a gospel singing group, the Nealons. Now we know more about what led up to that crash. Investigators say the pilot reported an emergency before they went down, saying they lost autopilot. Then the plane lost control. It appeared to be out of control over the skies of Wyoming. 7 people were killed, including 3 members of the popular family gospel group, the Nealons. And they were often in the Ozarks playing and performing at Silver Dollar City. So, tragedy. And a conference for conservatives and Christians is coming to Ozark before the election. It's called the Cultural Impact Conference. It's to go over ballot issues, inform voters before the upcoming November election. It's a big one. The group putting it on says it's to equip Christians to be informed voters. Happening this Saturday, September 7th, at the First Baptist Church in Ozark. Some big names like Missouri Senator Josh Hawley will be there, historian William Federer, Family Research President Tony Perkins, and human rights activist Seth Gruber will all be there to speak. It is free to attend. More information at ciconference.org. CI stands for Cultural Impact, so ciconference.org.
All right. Well, if you think you have what it takes to become the next American Idol contestant, now is your chance to try out. If you are from Missouri, this Friday, the show is having an open casting call, if you will, but it is via Zoom, which is interesting because that means that you will get real-time feedback via Zoom from producers and you don't have to travel. So you can check out the sign up page on American Idol's website. Again, this Friday's date is only for Missouri folks. If you live in Arkansas and you're watching us, or Oklahoma, you can go to the website and see when your state is having open casting calls. So
Yeah.
there you go. Maybe you got it, maybe you don't, but they'll let you know. Those producers will let you know. Also, we want to mention our contest that is ongoing with the Kansas City Chiefs in Branson, which is the official vacation destination of the Kansas City Chiefs, as well as Around the Ozarks News. And say what?
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Is right. So our new keyword is scenic.
The keyword is scenic.
There you go. Now you know, everybody. Now you know. This is for the Branson Bowl, week number 2. You can win tickets to a home ball game at Arrowhead. You can also win KC Chiefs custom gear. So the upcoming tickets this round, we've already picked last round. So this round, it will be the Chiefs home game on September 15th versus the Bengals. Okay. So you want to get signed up, go to aroundtheozarks.com, click on contest, and then you'll see the Branson Bowl. And you need that keyword, the word scenic. And then on Thursday, we'll pick the winner. And on Friday, we will announce who it is. Yes, I want to mention the time that some people watch this on Thursday. Like if you're watching it at 5 p.m., you need to know that we pick the winner before that. And then we announce it Friday morning. So make sure that you get it in on time. You know what I mean?
Rather than later.
Sooner rather than later. Yeah. So anyway, we'll let you know, but you got to have the password.
Go to aroundtheozarks.com and just make that a regular stop at least once a week, no matter what you're doing, because we've got contests there going on all the time, and we give away great prizes. So we had a good Labor Day weekend. Hope you did as well. We were down in Bentonville for triathlons that the family did. Sarah placed second in your triathlon.
Woohoo! In my age group. Yep. Second in my age group.
In your age group.
Didn't do too shabby overall either, but yeah, made the podium for the age group win. So that was exciting.
Our 15-year-old got first place in her age group, second place if you're counting from 15 all the way to 20. So she did well. That was exciting. Our middle did really well, and she doesn't run much. So that was the hard part for her. She could swim and bike, but
or at all.
Running 3 miles that was tough. But she gritted it out, which was impressive.
Yeah. After biking 12, which is even more impressive because she also never rides a bike.
Yeah. And then Griffin took part in the a separate triathlon that Sarah did with Caroline and Griffin. It was a 3-person. So one of them swims, one bikes, one runs, and you put the times together, and they came in third place in that. So it was a pretty good weekend, and I ranked near the top in support, as I often do.
Yeah,
it was just
near the top, but not at the not first place.
Not first place, because I'm not splurging for Prime and Gatorade. They're going to drink water because water's just as good.
And that's why. That's why you're wondering what knocked them down a couple levels. That's why. We needed electrolytes, and the answer was no. Water's free.
They don't know what to believe. They don't know if that's true.
I'm kidding, actually. He's you know what? He was number 1 by my calculation. He was number 1. So
yeah, I make sure all the bikes are where they need to be. And I hope to fund this whole thing. So
that's true. Somebody's got to pay the bills. Somebody's got to pay the bills.
But it was fun. We had a good weekend. Bentonville's a great town to visit. It's
especially if you like all things outdoors.
Yeah,
like
it's a couple hours away.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time outside.
And it's a good race. It's for MS. Sarah got to speak a little bit about MS, how it's affected her family, and it was neat to be part of. They raised a lot of money for MS research, and he had some. The guy talking had some really cool, amazing research to share about how the green mamba snake in Eastern Africa, I think he said, the venom is now a potential cure for MS in the way that it affects, I don't know, all the stuff that he was talking about, more than I do.
Well, I mean, it's fascinating because so this race helps fund 3 different researchers to do research on MS. I mean, right now they don't even know exactly what causes it. So that would be helpful if you could figure out the root cause. Anyway, it just makes you wonder if there is a cure for all diseases naturally occurring in the earth. Because how in the world do you find out that venom from a snake in Eastern Africa could potentially help cure MS? You know what I mean? It's just fascinating to me.
Yeah.
And his wife has MS. So they've been doing this since 2011, raised a lot of money in the process.
Yeah.
And it is a cause near and dear to my heart, unfortunately so. And it's just, I don't know. I think it's a great cause. And I love to race as it is, but it just feels extra special knowing that it's helping people who struggle with MS, because there are a lot. There are a lot, primarily women. Men can have it too, but women have it more often, 2 to 1 more often than men.
So if you're looking to get into triathlon at all, they have different 3 or 4 different types of triathlons you can take part in. We've got some friends who go and are in it every year, and it's a good family weekend. So anyway, you can check that out for next year. What's it called?
TriFest for MS.
Yeah, in Bentonville.
Yep.
All right. Hope you had a great weekend as well, and we're off to a good start with the week, and make it a good one. We hope and pray, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye.